sporting service of the National 9 Network brings you the match of the day in League Replay.
The final quarter at Moorabbin, Ray Sleeth, the umpire, 4 points the difference. Carlton leading by that 4 points. Diedrich and Nichols opposed. It comes towards centre-half forward for St Kilda. Socket off the ground, right up towards full forward. Waite going through. Did a little throw out in front. Got away with it. Theodore with a hand pass to Elliott. Elliott jumped upon. Waite in there again for Carlton. And Waite paid the free for the push in the back. Carlton go forward to the centre wing. Nichols goes through, brushes Diedrich aside. Comes to Lilly, throws the hand pass out to Trott. Trott sees Pays on his own at centre-half forward, but Sleeth has already whistled up play. St Kilda receiving the free.
That is Barry Colling on, their 19th man. It's a good kick by Colling, right up towards the full forward position, but Wesley Loftus is equal to the occasion, and that's a good mark to him. 4 points the difference. Loftus going straight up the centre of the ground. Croswell high in the air. There's a chance for Armstrong, but Stewart's got it. Gives a hand pass to Diedrich. Diedrich gets a kick. It's up towards the half-forward line. There's a chance for St Kilda, but no. And look at Barry Gill backing his judgment. He's got it up towards that half-forward line in a flash for them. Jackson's too fast for Griffiths. Can he keep the play in front of him? He's still got the ball in front of him. He's kicked it off the ground, but coming in to help now is Colling. Colling's got it, but Jackson's again got the pace. Jackson's still playing the ball in front of him. Now it comes out towards Robert Walls. He's Carlton's best player. He gets it down towards centre-half forward. And coming over the back is Lawrence. He'll have to be helping. Murray's there to help him. He's bundled out of the road, Lawrence. And here's the Jesselenko. Play on, says the umpire. Jesse gets the left foot down towards the forward line. McIntosh forgot to pick the ball up on his way through. And there's a chance for Carlton. Jackson's kicked it off the ground. Keogh will be first there. Sockers it for a point.
Keogh's got 4 of those for Carlton today. Goals, very hard to come by. Elliott's got a couple. Barry Pascoe 3. And Jesselenko 2 for Carlton. Other than that, single goals. Murray, who's had his tremendous record in the first half, blemished a little by Jesselenko in the third quarter, kicks off for Carlton. Puts it up to the half-back line. No one able to fox that one out of there. 7-13 Carlton, 7-8 St Kilda. Theodore. Hand pass out to Stewart. Taken away from him, put up towards the middle of the ground. And the mark going St Kilda's way.
Theodore it was, and he gets a pass across the centre of the ground. He's found Travis Pays. A short pass should find out here his teammate Barry Colling, but he'll have to hurry. It's up towards the half-forward line. It'll bounce here towards Stewart Trott. It's picked up by Gill. Good player for Carlton. Down towards Robert Walls, and Robert Walls is killing them. His 19th kick for the game, Walls, up towards the half-forward line. Griffiths dropped the steady. You shouldn't drop those. Had it on his chest. Coming out with the ball is Mr. Magic himself, and that is Alex Jesselenko. Gets it up here towards the half-forward line. High above the pack was Murray, but he couldn't hold it. Oh, good play, Moran. He dodged 2 of them. He's got the ball in his control. Kicks it up to the half-forward line. It's over the head of the pack. There's a chance for Carlton to get out of trouble. Pennell's got it. Hand pass it out here towards Big Nick. Nick dropped it. Tried to kick it off the ground. And it's up here towards Cowboy Neal. Free kick to Armstrong. No. Keogh is there. Pushed in the back. The umpire, I think, will ball it up. 4 minutes gone in the last quarter, and Carlton are 5 points in front.
Goal the difference. There's been very little more than that all day as Nichols thumps it forward. Seven, 7-8. The kick towards the middle of the ground. Stewart in there. Been one of St Kilda's really good players all day. Gill comes through, bursts his way through again and gets his boot to it, puts it out into the open. Griffiths kick to centre half forward. Up high was McKay. Kick forward by Basanko. up towards full forward. Remember, there's only 5 points between them at the moment. It's just in front of St Kilda's goal. Waite comes through, takes it with him, takes a bump and goes forward to centre half forward for Carlton. Pascoe, or rather O'Day, off the ground and into the middle of the play, and it's Stewart in the centre cricket pitch, and Stewart's kick up to the half forward line. Carlton defence standing firm again as it's socket forward by Mackay. 2 St Kilda players in there to throw themselves at it. Out into the open, grabbed by Mackay. Mackay's kick into the right full forward pocket position. A chance for Carlton. Jesselenko's not there, but Jones is. Jesselenko caught a little under the ball, and both players unable to stop it before it went over the line. 5 points the difference with 5 minutes gone in the last quarter.
Throw in down the end of which Carlton are kicking. It's only 30 yards away from their goal. There you see Jones and Ditterich. Jones in front. Ditterich right to win it, but there's Robert Walls with the ball. Had it taken off him. Comes out here to number 14, and that's O'Day, but you'll find it's across the line. Another throw in, but about 10 yards further away from the goal on this occasion. There's the same 2 ruckmen. This time it was won by Jones. It's out towards Robert Walls. Throws under the hammer, and he's pushed in the back. You can see the umpires. I doubt if he's within kicking distance under these conditions. He's good 45 yards out. Up comes the old sock. Been a great player for Carlton, this fella today. Right up into the square. They all fly for it, and I think we'll find it punch through for a point, and that will make the score exactly a goal of difference in favour of Carlton.
6 points the difference. 6 minutes gone in the last quarter. Number 6 for St Kilda, Murray, to set it in motion. Goes almost down the middle of the ground. Big Nichols up high, punched away from him by Ditterich. And now Ditterich back onto it, socket away by Nichols, and the free going Ditterich's way. Umpire Sleeth, very consistent all day with his interpretations. Up high was Pennell, couldn't pull the ball down. Out here on the left half forward flank position, Ray going through. But before that, Sleeth said a free St Kilda's way.
And it's Moran, he's on the centre wing position. Comes up towards the half-forward flank. There's a chance for Big Pop Pascoe, but the ball bounced right away from him. When it hits the ground, it just goes, and it scoots along at a rate of knots and gets right away from the players. It's a throw-in, 30 yards away from the St Kilda goal. Nichols kicked it off the ground again, but fortunately for him, nobody was there. Stewart, and long hand pass. Nichols punches it back. It's back to Moran. He can't pick it up. It's too slippery. He runs into all sorts of trouble. There's 3 Carlton players. Nichols has got away with it, and Nichols got his kick. Oh! Barry Pascoe was the player.
Keep your eye open for the evener upper later. Nichols moved in. Few words to say. Keep your eye open. This one could get very rough and ready before it's finished.
There's the kick by Jackson, down towards that half-forward line for Carlton. Coming out with it now is Chandler. Chandler's kick is over towards the half-forward line, and it's a mark to Carlton. It's been taken there for them by Robert Walls, the man of the hour. Let's check on his statistics. He's taken half a dozen marks. This is his 21st kick. Big chance of putting it through, and if he does, I think even in this early stage, it's only the 8-minute mark, it could nearly seal it. It's a long kick. It's a goal.
It's his first for the day. Carlton's 8th goal. They go to 8-14. St Kilda 7 goals, 8. 12 points the difference. And 2 goals on a day like today with 8.5, 9 minutes gone is a very handy lead for Carlton. Nichols. Stewart. Up to centre half forward. Waite and Ditterich opposed. Tapped on by Ditterich. Elliott. Hand pass out to Ray. Ray being lapped by Gill going through. A hefty hip and shoulder bump, and Gill made dead sure that Ray didn't get his hands on that one.
Isn't Gill playing well?
Isn't he, indeed? Out of that back pocket.
Nichols is coming off the ground. The player to come on will be Hopkins. And back to the play, and John Nichols has just kicked it to the centre. of the ground. Robert Walls has got it. Gave a hand pass out here towards Hurst. Dool coming to help him. Was given a throw out here. The umpire says play on. Kicked off the ground there by Neil. It's up here towards Theodore. Not Theodore, it's Ray.
And then Armstrong chipping in, but Ray taking it away from him, throwing it out in front. Oh, he's whacked by Nichols. Nichols set himself as Ray came through. It was fair and it was solid. The kick away and it's marked by Croswell. And Ray is still lying on the ground. But Nichols merely stood there and Ray copped the lot. It's on the centre wing position. Chandler with the ball now. Goes to the half-forward line. Hopkins, the new player, on the ground. And they're meeting each other very, very solidly as the bodies clash. McIntosh there, getting it out into the open. Pascoe being brushed aside in the rush. Hand pass finds Pays. Lofts comes charging out from goal. They're throwing themselves in willy-nilly when the ball gets into the packs at the moment, and someone will get hurt. Hall picks it up way out there on the centre wing, drives to the half-forward flank. Is it over the line on the full? No, but it's rolled over. 8-14 Carlton, 7-8 St Kilda, and this one's got everything you could wish to see in a game of Australian rules.
Oh boy, there's some hectic passages at play there, and as we see Nichols, who was one of the instigators of it, Pascoe was high in the air. Nichols just stood his ground as somebody ran into him and he dropped like a sack of spuds. Travis Pays has the ball. Picked it up, clears it to the wing. There's a chance for St Kilda, but we see St Kilda, Carlton coming in once more. Hurst gives it across here towards Peter Jones. Jones kicks it back to the centre of the ground, where we see a chance for number 23, and that is Theodore. Hopkins picked it up. You'll find it's across the line, another throw in. It's 2 goals the difference in favour of the Blues. They're 8-14 to 7-8.
11 minutes gone in the last quarter. At the throw-in, McIntosh up high there, but couldn't direct it properly. McIntosh and Nichols again. No one came out of it much. Hopkins in there, number 7 for Carlton, the only one with the clean shorts on the field. Two Nichols. 9 McIntosh, neither of them with the decisive tap away. Big Nick in there, pushes it out, hips and shoulders, but nothing much happening. A lovely half throw out of the pack there. Umpire Sleeth standing behind it as it comes away for Dool to pick up and drive towards the half-forward line for Carlton. A big long kick and it bounces and gains 20 for them. And I wonder whether he tried very hard.
Wally old Jezza. There's a throw in. It's on the half-forward flank for Carlton. Big Bob Pascoe went for it, skirting as Keogh. His kick could be close to the boundary line. It'll bounce though first. Might have been a free kick there. No, says the umpire. Picked up there by Griffiths and a mark to Bob Pascoe, who will... Boys will be boys. They're having a laugh with each other. A less experienced umpire could have fallen for the trap, you know. Nichols tried to get a free kick. Up she comes here to the centre wing, and it will be across the line. The goal kickers for St Kilda are Pascoe, that's Barry, 3. 2 to Elliott, 1 each to Moran and Lilly. That's a long time since they've kicked a goal. 2 to Jesselenko, and 6 other Carlton players have kicked the goal each.
Dool, and then Croswell, then Hopkins, and Carlton go forward again. Big Nichols, but you can see when he drops them how wet and slippery that ball is. He doesn't usually drop those. Keogh, and then Nichols into it again. The big fella pushing his way through, but coming through in defence, it's Trott for St Kilda, puts it up into the middle of the ground. They can't mark the overhead ones now. In the middle of the ground, and St Kilda going forward again, but the kick smothered. Taken away in defence, it was McKay who put the ball up towards centre half forward for Carlton, and once again Nichols drops one. Trott bursting away from the pack, out to the wing position. Hopkins on the centre wing for Carlton. They've got a 2-goal lead, and there's almost 15 minutes gone in the last quarter. As Armstrong chips in for Carlton, and the kicks are getting a little shorter, a little weaker. The players are getting a little slower. because by now they're feeling those legs pretty weary after slogging around in these conditions. Armstrong again. Puts it out where Keogh has the chance. In the forward pocket. Might almost have had a little nudge in the back, but picked up and driven forward for Carlton. Socket through, was it? Yes.
Jackson.
Socket through by Jackson, coming in from the half-forward flank, and that gives him his second. Haven't seen much of him in this last quarter, but from the half-forward line, Jackson's got a couple, and he's sparked a few times for Carlton. And 2 handy ones for them, take them along now to a 3-goal lead, 9-14 to 7 goals, 8, and St Kilda really needing to pull something out of the box now. They led for most of the day. Carlton took over from them near the end of the third quarter. Trott getting yet another kick for St Kilda. Puts it forward, punched away by Lofts. Taken further afield by Hurst for Carlton. Up to where Jackson had the opportunity, still has. But Murray comes charging through for St Kilda. He might soccer off the ground, no, doesn't. Chandler with the chance. Hopkins to Shepherd for him. If it's still in play, it is. Chandler taking his time. Puts it to the half-forward line. And what's the decision? The free going St Kilda's way.
Must go to Bob Murray.
Murray to take it. Ian Cleland to call.
Bob Murray, probably St Kilda's second best player, if not their best, along with Stewart. Up she goes towards the forward line. Chance for McIntosh. He tried to get the ball out, but he put it straight into the hands of Wesley Lofts, who's kicked it down where Armstrong is marked in front of O'Day. Armstrong's been a fairly good player since he shifted away from Stewart. Not a very good kick. Colling couldn't pick it up. Neither could Hurst. Jesselenko's tried to give it across here towards Robert Walters. Come out to Jackson, is on his own again. He's picked it up. Gets a right foot shot across here towards Nichols, but chipping in there was Jesselenko with a shot to goal. It could be another eat, and Carlton are racing away now.
Jesselenko's third. It took him until just before half-time with a gift of a goal to get his first. He's now got 3. Stewart and Dool in the middle of the ground having a few interesting words and actions to do with one another, and that one could develop also.
Since half-time, St Kilda have only kicked 1 goal, 2, and Carlton have kicked 5 goals, 6.
Carlton starting to... It's marked by O'Day on the centre wing, and O'Day to put the Saints back into attack. 17 minutes gone in the last quarter. They trailed by 4 points at the start of the last. They trail by 4 goals now.
Up towards Ditterich, and he's got it. A good mark. But they've been few and far between in conditions like this. He belts it up towards the full forward position. Pascoe was there. So has Ben White. He's caught with the ball. Got away with it. Play on, says the umpire. The St Kilda players turned round and looked for a free kick, and that's not league football. That wasn't league football. To stop playing and turn around and look for a free kick is ridiculous. This is what St Kilda have done a bit in this last quarter. They're trailing by 4 goals, and yet they started the last quarter with a difference of 4 points. Kicked off the ground by McKay. Comes out here towards Colling. He'll give a long hand pass out towards Theodore, but he's too slow. He's got a free kick. He's lucky. Went to play on too. He's got no chance of making the distance. He's so tired. It's up into the goal square though. 2 Carlton fellas went for it, and off their hands, and it's a point to St Kilda to take them 7-9. They trail now by a point less than 4 goals. That's the score. You can see the time now. 18 and a half minutes gone. Lofts belts it out to the wing. Found Hall. Oh, good play. He's touched it on the carpet. Gets a left foot to it. Up towards the half-forward line, but chipping in for St Kilda is Darryl Drippers. Jackson's given him a bit of a run around today.
Back line for St Kilda into the middle of the ground. Dool and Ditterich still in the middle of the ground, and Socket forward across towards the centre wing position. Armstrong there for Carlton, shoving the back but kept on going with it up to the half forward line. Pennell comes through, juggles, and then gathers and drives forward for Carlton. Punched on by Nichols. Intelligent football way out towards the boundary line, but it gained a lot of time, a lot of yardage for Carlton. They lead by 3-5. The two big fellows battling all day. On the centre wing, and no one able to get it out of there. But Sleeth has found the free.
We didn't have any difficulty finding that one. The St Kilda bloke just came in and pushed this bloke right in the middle of the back, and you just can't do that. Short pass going out here to his teammate Hopkins. Has he got it? Yes, he's been paid the mark.
Suddenly Hopkins' shorts aren't clean anymore. From the half-forward line, it's well up towards the goal square. Tap down, Jesselenko. That's it. The Saints would have to be supermen to get out of this one now. And what a change in this game in the last quarter. Tremendous last quarter by Carlton. Jesselenko's fourth.
That was Jesselenko's goal off his boot, but Nichols gave it to him. Never a contest at the mark. He knocked it straight down him. That was very intelligent football. Hayes goes in. Barry Pascoe, who started off in the first quarter like a dynamo. We haven't seen him since. There's a chance now, but Barry Gill, look at him go. He's like a man possessed today. Playing a terrific game in the back pocket for St Kilda. Trotter's there with him. Could be a free kick to Trot. Barry Gill tried to suffer it off the ground. Short pass finds Travis Pays. 22 minutes gone. They won 4 goals in a hurry, and then another one. Travis Pays, oh, he kicked it into the man on the mark. Kicked off the ground by Wes Locke, and he'll find Elliott. Elliott's mark, played on, and has kicked it up towards the full forward position. Cowboy Neal is there, knocked away by McKay, but in the meantime, there's a behind the play. The St Kilda player, after he kicked it, Elliott was down, and right in the goal square. It'll be a St Kilda free kick, will it? No? Why not?
Jones with a tap away. Evans on for St Kilda. Trying to take it out of there. St Kilda desperately in need of goals. Can't see how they can get it at this stage. The Carlton defence standing firm. Out towards the boundary line it goes. Colling pulled around the neck. 8-4. 11-14 Carlton. 7-9 St Kilda. And St Kilda have kicked 1-3 since half-time. (1-3) while Carlton have kicked 6-6. Jones and Evans, grabbed by Loss. This one could put Carlton under pressure as it comes through in the forward pocket. But once again, standing firm, and it was Pennell who came through and kicked the ball just over the line, but kept it inside. Kept it inside. Pretty tired-looking lot out there now. Jones and Ditterick. Lofts gets his boot to it. Moran. The hand pass from Crosswell to Pennell, was it? No, Dool coming through. And Dool kicks it upfield. It looks like a whole pack of Carlton Guernseys. The hand pass out to Hopkins. If he touches it onto the ground, it doesn't matter. He's had a shot at goal. He's put it over the line when maybe he had the chance to go through, touch it down a couple of times, and he'd have made a certainty of it.
Beautiful piece of handball from Robert Walls then. There's a throw in. There's Nichols down there. Good hand pass, but it's charged by McIntosh. His kick will find Lysenko. Knocked over by Colling, but the St Kilda player Travis Pays is too tired. He received a trip from a phantom. I didn't see anybody there at all to trip him up. He tripped himself. Anyway, Pays has got it. Kicks it up here towards Ditterich. Jones and Ditterich had a nice old clash in the third quarter, but it's quietened down quite considerably now. There's 2 or 3 other players had clashes, but they're so tired, these players, in these very muddy conditions that they just haven't got the strength to have a go at anybody. Dittrich. See that? They're even putting their arms around each other and loving each other. That's how friendly it is now. All the sting has gone out of this game when Carlton slammed on 3 goals in about 7 minutes at the beginning of this quarter. Nichols again. Jones got the ball. Comes out here towards Darryl Griffiths. Griffiths kicks it up here where Wes Lofts, well down from the full-back, has marked it on the half-back flank.
If there's any question about Carlton's ability to see out the 100 minutes of football, they've answered it today.
Have they ever?
Kick by Lost, punched away over the top. Armstrong got the front position. Driven forward up towards full forward. And then Pays in there for St Kilda. Finds Evans. Basanko in there. Socket off the ground and in danger, and umpire Sleeve paying it. Having a cautionary word or two. And it's Armstrong who, as Ian Cleland pointed out, has come well back into the game after being moved off Stewart.
Yeah, he had 3 kicks in the first half and he's had 7 in the second half.
He's well within kicking distance. He's done the right thing. And if there had been the slightest shadow of doubt before that kick, there certainly isn't now. Carlton have got this 1-1 and they've got the 4 premiership points. St Kilda, something of a mystery side. Thrashing Richmond last week, going down very easily to Footscray the week before, and now crumbling in the second half against a concerted onslaught by Carlton.
Crumble is hardly a word for it because they've kicked 1 point in this quarter to 5 goals 2. Here we see Barry Gill. By gee, he's played a good game. Down towards the half-forward line it goes. Page is there, couldn't hold it. Carlton are more surer with this ball. Jackson under the hammer, gets a hand pass out here towards Hopkins. Now she goes to the half-forward line, but an easy mark has been taken by Bob Murray, who, even though Jesselenko has kicked 4 goals, and we can't blame Murray for this, Murray outpointed him and outplayed him in the first 3 quarters.
Off hands, and it's Moran going forward for St Kilda. Puts it up towards full forward, and there's Griffiths playing there now. St Kilda with more moves than a chessboard, but they're not working. 27 minutes gone in the last quarter, and look at that tired kick from Griffiths. It's fallen into the arms of Trott, who's been a pretty active sort of a player all day too. It's his 22nd kick coming up for Trott. 25 yards out in front of goals, and he's made no mistake, but it's only of academic interest now because Carlton have got this one well and truly wrapped up. Trott's first goal. Jesselenko's got 4 for Carlton, Jackson 2, for St Kilda, Pascoe 3 and Elliott 2, and the rest have got singles.
Well, Carlton have crushed St Kilda in this last quarter by purposeful football and good wet weather football and the dominance of Nichols. There's the ball kicked up for them by Travis Pays towards Stewart, who has died out of the game since 3/4 time. He's probably their best player. Matter of fact, I haven't seen him. There's the end of the game to stop the annihilation. St Kilda, 8 goals 9, 57, have been defeated by Carlton, 12 goals 14, 86.